This is my old school Greatsword set. So a little history on me. I've been playing Monster Hunter since the first generation. And the Greatsword was the first weapon that I actually got kind of good with. I say kind of good because I still consider myself pretty terrible, but I can kill things. Anyway, the changes to the Greatsword in World, where you're just kind of tackling through the first two moves, it wasn't as appealing to me. I played with it. I did like it. It just didn't feel like my Greatsword. So, what you're seeing on screen here is me bringing it back. They buffed it in the last update, so I'm hunting a Dodogama. No, it's not a challenging fight, but I need a crown for it, so it's what I'm hunting, and I just want to give you a quick demonstration of what this weapon does, and the playstyle. So, as you can see, it's swing and sheath. That's it. The sideways roll actually seems to be a few frames longer of a sheathing animation. I'm not really sure why. It might just be my imagination. But after a strike, remember with the Greatsword, you can pretty much roll any direction you want, including backwards. The animation is a little bit longer for sheathing your weapon, but anyway, this is what happens anytime I fight an Elder's Recess. Everybody shows up. So I poop all them away. And as usual, I just have my cat on a sleep weapon and the flashfly cage. So this is just me trying to get a hit in before he falls asleep to fill my health up. And that's the least satisfying wake-up attack I've ever done. I'm not really sure what happened there. Normally I see between 500 and 1,000 anytime I'm waking something up. And that was bad. It doesn't really matter though, because it's Dodogama and he's dead. Very dead. Anyway, on to skills. So, if you made it this far in the video, you've probably already figured out this is a crit draw set using Anguish, the final tier Devil Joe Greatsword. Normally when I put a set like this up, I try to make it as accessible to everyone as possible. I didn't do that this time. I'm using 3 crit boost jewels to get that skill maxed out, which is giving me an extra 15% on every critical attack, which should be every hit. I'm using the Dragon King eye patch, which is going to give me level 2 weakness exploit, which is 30% affinity when hitting a weak spot, to make up for the negative 25, which is actually 30, on the weapon. The Damascus Mail gives me 2 points in focus. I have 2 sheath jewels and an attack jewel in there. If I had more attack, I'd probably just replace the quick sheath. I don't find that to make that much of a difference after a roll. So use your own judgment there if you're trying to replicate. It does help, but I don't feel like it's enough to really be necessary. It's different if you're doing a crit draw Dragon Piercer set. Then you definitely want to use it. But anyway, I'm using the Basil Van Brace's Beta, which is giving me 2 points in critical draw, and I've slotted in 1 crit boost. The Nergigante Coil, which is 2 points in attack, and again, another crit boost. And the only piece of equipment I'm really looking to change on this set is the greaves. If I can ever manage to get a critical draw decoration, I'm going to get rid of these damn pants and put on the Giratotus, I believe it's Beta, which will give me 1 point in focus and a level 2 slot. That way I can have maxed out focus, which actually really helps, and still keep the crit draw. But this is giving me a point in critical draw and 2 points in Bombardier, which I guess it's a nice bonus. It's not really necessary. As you may have already figured out from watching the gameplay, I have the weapon augmented twice. Once for health, once for attack. I chose attack over affinity because my set's already giving me 130% anytime I hit a weak spot. So, kind of pointless. And the health is just amazing on the Greatsword. If you didn't try it yet or didn't notice how well it heals during my gameplay because I didn't get hit a lot, try it. It's fantastic. Last thing I really want to talk about is the mantles. I personally am using Vitality and Rocksteady. Vitality, so after I take a hit or two, I can just throw that on and not have to worry about taking damage while I heal up from attacking. And Rocksteady to deal with all of the roars and everything. Honestly, you're probably better off with the Evasion Mantle, but I'm incompetent. And what ends up happening is I rely on it too much, and then the moment it wears off, I try to dodge through a fireball or something, and I get myself killed. So if you happen to be better than me, by all means, switch that out for the Evasion Mantle. It'll give you a huge bump to your DPS. But that's it today. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see more of. Ask any questions you may have. And again, thank you guys for watching.